My name is David Benson and I'm a researcher at the Environment and Sustainability Institute. In terms of my research, it's quite eclectic, but it broadly falls into the areas of environmental politics, policy and governance. The type of research I do is what we would call both empirical but also normative as well. So in an empirical sense, what we might do is look at an environmental policy to measure how well it's working in practice, its effectiveness if you like. But in a normative sense, we might then use that research to actually make recommendations to government, for example, on how they might improve the implementation of that policy or might actually introduce a new policy. We do hear quite a lot about the politics of renewable energy at the moment. It's an area that is expanding quite fast, but one of the problems is that the technologies are growing quite quickly, but sometimes the regulation doesn't actually keep up with the technologies. So one of my areas of research is actually looking at the regulatory environment, as we would call it, and looking at how it relates to any potential impacts from these technologies. One issue that we're looking at the moment, which is quite topical, is floods management, and more specifically how floods protection is funded by government. So we're working with regional actors such as the Environment Agency to look at how funding is actually being spent on flood protection. It's really nice to have that interdisciplinary background here at ESI because of the nature of the type of research that we do. Often it's quite what we would call cross-cutting, so it involves a number of different areas. So it's good to have colleagues here with lots of different skills and interests that we can work with in order to do that research.